Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My girlfriend of 7 years, and best friend for my entire life, cheated on me with my older brother. I'm 20 meters. I've been dating my girlfriend 19F, since we were 13. We have been best friends since preschool. She's been involved in every happy memory in my life, every good time. I bought an engagement ring for her. I was going to ask her to marry me on November 1st. Not anymore since I found out she's been sleeping with my brother 29 meters. Apparently while I was working overtime this summer, trying to save for a house, and a wedding, and a future for her, she was lonely and needed company. And one day she got to my house before I was done with work and he was overdoing laundry. They got to talking and hanging out and then I guess ducking. I have no idea how long this has been going on for, or if it was going to continue to go on if I didn't find out. I feel like the ducking floor has been pulled out from under me. I don't know how to process this. But I guess if anyone wants a cheap engagement ring, hit me up. WTF man, how the hell do siblings do that to each other? He's a piece of shit, I guess. It doesn't feel like it now, but you dodged 2 major bullets here. Save the money you would have spent on a sham wedding and build a better life for yourself without her or your brother in it. He's 9 years older than you. He should be so much better than that. I'm 30 and if I had a 20-year-old sister I'd be so protective. Also, did he just watch your girlfriend, who was a child for much of your relationship, turn into an adult and immediately think now's my chance, I've been waiting for this? This guy is ducked up. You don't have to guess, I will confirm. He's a boss. Her too, TBH. It takes 2 to tango. You might not want to hear it, but your brother helped you dodge a bullet. Cut these 2 out of your life. And tell your families this. Your GF needs to be out of your life, but do spare a thought for her here and there. BC, she's 19 and your bro is 29. He absolutely was taking advantage of her. Of course, she's old enough to know not to cheat, and especially not with her BF's brother, so, only a thought or 2. Otherwise, kick her to the curb. Your brother, on the other hand, what a piece of work. Do not feel ashamed, and don't let him shame you. Tell the whole family as soon as possible what happened. Write out an email and send it to everyone. Make sure you get your narrative to them first. BC, your brother is obviously enough of a piece of shit to lie to everyone, or at least spin the story to make you look bad. Make the climate hostile for his relationship with your soon-to-be ex so that she goes away, so you never have to see her again, and so that your family puts you first, so you don't have to see him again before you're ready. And get out ahead of the inevitable he's family, you have to forgive him. BS by writing at the end of your email that your forgiveness will depend upon his behavior and will be given when you are ready, and not before. Edit, before you comment on tearing me a new one, why don't you try reading the entire first paragraph? Edit 2, this comment is an excellent blocking tool. Something similar happened in my family. I want you to know, no matter what your family says, you do not have to forgive or play happy families with your brother. Your parents might try to pressure you to do this to make their life easier. I cut off my sister 8 years ago and it was 100% the right decision. I'm so sorry this happened to you. It's utterly devastating. It's gonna take a while to work through. Take your time before you try to work out what you want to do and get counseling if you can. This X is 1000. Your family will likely pressure you to keep contact with your brother to make their lives easier. You do what's right for you. Worry about yourself and your well-being, put yourself first, because no one else will. I cut my sister off a couple of years ago, not for the same reasons, but I miss seeing my niece and would love to have a relo with her, but she is an only child / and my sister is always around her, so I had to go no contact with her. I will send the birthday gifts through my mother, but that's it. Absolutely. Cheating is wrong, And no, she should not be left off the hook, but I'm quite concerned that his 29-year-old brother is having sexual relationships her when she's barely a legal adult. She's 19, she's a grown-ass adult. They've known each other since preschool, dude. Brother knew her since she was 5 and he would have been 16. So now she is 19, she is a grown-ass adult? That's disgusting. Yes, that's how consent works. She's allowed to consent to sex without us being like a woosmole being preyed on by or a man. Stop infantilizing her, she's responsible for her actions. Edit, you can't claim you want equality if you don't believe in everyone being held accountable when they do bad things. Hey man, first of all I just wanna say I'm really sorry, but I'm also really proud of you. Shit like this sucks, it's happened to me too, GF of 8 years, but I promise you'll be totally fine in the end. If anything, I think you'll actually be happier for it. First of all, you dodged a massive ducking bullet. Things get really complicated when you're engaged, or married, or worse yet have kids. You can feel grateful it happened now. You have to take it day by day, and you also have to realize that it wasn't just a mistake on her end but actually an underlying character flaw that's just coming to light now. You'll have to get over the projection of the future that you built with her in it and build back up a future in your head from square one. It sounds daunting and actually kind of horrible, but once you get past some of it initially it can be a lot of fun. Careers, where you live, everything can be different and it can be exactly the way you want it. Right now, I would prioritize building back up friendships. I'd probably also cut off communication for a little while, definitely with her but also probably your brother for the time being. I don't think you ever have to talk to her again, and you definitely don't owe her anything, though at some point you may want to talk to your brother again, but you should obviously do this on your own time. Quick logistical point, because I know there's not a lot of information out there, but reach out to a company's customer service called Rare Carrot. They typically help sell diamonds to you, but they also have a service that's in beta form right now where they reach out to diamond buyers and try to get you a good price. Once you get the best price from one of these people, there's typically some additional room to negotiate a few $100s. Honestly, you'll probably get between a third to half of what you paid for it. Do use that money for something exciting or go on the trip. You're going to get through this, you at least still get to live with your own integrity. I'm proud of you and keep being you. Go watch on YouTube an episode by Stephen Bartlett and Dr. Arya. I think it'll help too. XOXO dog. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Update: my girlfriend of 7 years, and best friend for my entire life, cheated on me with my older brother. Update on my first post. Thanks for all the messages and positive support. I appreciate it. I dumped my ex obviously. She started crying, saying I was her best friend, she never meant to hurt me. I told her to lose my number and get into therapy. A lot of people were pointing out that the relationship between my brother and ex might be unhealthy BC of the age gap and how he's known her his entire life. I don't know or care about any of that. It seems like something her and a therapist should figure out. A lot of people messaged me asking if I told her/my parents. I really didn't have a choice since all of them were supposed to be involved in the proposal. We were going to have a party after. I had to tell them why it was off. Her parents were really mad. Especially her dad. Her mom started crying. My parents were pissed too. Apparently him and my dad had a pretty explosive fight. I wasn't there for it. I don't want to be anywhere around him for a while. But I guess my dad told him he didn't want him coming to the house for a while. I found someone to buy the ring for $7,500, so I didn't take much of a hit. Hopefully his relationship will end up better than mine. I did tell my ex about my plan to propose and I showed her the ring. That might have been petty or rude of me, but I guess I wanted her to realize. Again, thanks for everything. I appreciate the advice and encouragement from you all. She never meant to hurt me. Why do they always say that? I get saying I'm sorry, that's kind of expected, but saying they didn't mean to hurt you, especially in circumstances like this, what did they think was going to happen? She's either just mind-numbingly dumb or actually the honest answer would be, I knew this would hurt you but in the moment I didn't care. I hope you find some peace once the emotions this event has caused subside, and go on to better things in the future. I can't even begin to empathize realistically with how much pain this has caused you, but I hope you find the fortitude to get over it sooner rather than later. Not many posts on Reddit get to me, but your original post made me genuinely angry. I never meant to hurt you. They never say the second part. I just wanted you to be a clueless dummy who never found out that I'm cheating on you. Don't you see? I was looking out for your feelings. I never meant to hurt you. So I decided not to tell you. Yep, my thoughts too. I never meant to hurt you is narcissism, for I never intended for you to find out. I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's your problem. She never meant not to hurt him either. Because that would have kind of required her not to bump uglies with his brother. Yes, 100% agree. I never meant to hurt you is code for I never meant for you to find out. And I never really cared for you. And I was too selfish to think about how this would affect anyone other than myself. Based on my own experience of getting cheated on and hearing my ex-husband say this to me, it seems to be a common trait that cheaters do not think about others or think about the long-term consequences of their actions. It's purely in the moment, selfish validation. It felt personal to me, like he purposefully and maliciously went out of his way to hurt me, but honestly, he wasn't thinking of me or anyone else at all. Only his ego and his dick. The lack of foresight and empathy seems to be a common thing cheaters have. I didn't cheat, but I have used that line before. It's basically your last sentence. Vice-driven compartmentalization. Full-on lizard brain shit. My sister is a full-on lizard, my ex a weak fat duck. Edit. Sick. I'm glad you're free of her and that your parents seem to be pretty well on your side. Also glad you managed to offload the ring without taking a big hit, and I honestly applaud showing her the ring and what she ducked herself out of, literally, petty though it may have been. I hope your journey to healing is swift and smooth and that you never have to see her face again. Or your brother's. I'm here to also applaud, and support, Op's choice to show her the ring and tell her about the proposal. Some may think it's petty, I think it's fantastic. She literally ducked around and found out. Not the most mature thing to do, but sometimes you just wanna hurt them like they hurt you. I get it. Absolutely. I know I've been there plenty of times where I've done what I could to try to make them feel my pain. It doesn't always work, but I'll do my best. Especially in the time when everything is raw and hurts so damn bad. Oh yeah. She had to see the ring she will never have. I feel bad for her parents. Your daughter who you adore blows up her life because of no morals. That has to sting. The mother won't be wedding dress shopping. It might be 10 years before she gets proposed to. Or never. How many BFs will not propose because of this decision? But Hop can be thankful he found out now. He'll agree with that a year from now. Hop, it's okay to say you won't be home for Thanksgiving or Christmas if he's there. What a shitty brother. That's a valid point. She's obviously not going to tell any future so's about her cheating past. But what are the odds they eventually find out through the grapevine, overhearing her friends laughing about it? I mean, who would want to be with someone that could cheat on that level? I'm very once one of those once a cheater, always a cheater believers, but I could see overlooking something someone did when they were young and stupid, like 15 to 17. But in a relationship that was this long. Nah, this was a vile person. She started crying, saying I was her best friend, she never meant to hurt me. LOL, I love how they say that when their actions show the direct ducking opposite. Dang. That was a nice ring. It was really nice. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are,